Marriage, a beautiful thing where two people come together to love one another unconditionally. But is it really as easy as it seems in the movies? Do couples automatically know how to navigate tough conversations? Presenting Counseling, Kids, and Finances, a film that explores and tries to answer the question of what exactly you and your partner should discuss before tying the knot. We've all heard the stories. You go to a bar and you meet up with your Tinder date, and for a little bit, everything seems to be going well. One person is laughing while the other one is telling jokes, and it seems perfect. Then the conversation turns more serious, and you find your date asking you, "So how much do you have invested into retirement?" Yeah, I feel you on that one, buddy. That's a tough one to answer. That's where we come in. Hi, my name is Olivia, and me and my partner Kate are your novice filmmakers who are going to help you to answer the important question on what topics should all couples be required to discuss before marriage. Kate and I want to discover the importance of discussing certain topics prior to marriage and how this can increase the chances of maintaining a healthy, long-lasting relationship in marriage. In reality, relationships are hard, and they require a lot of work in order to be successful. It takes cooperation from both sides and a willingness to come together to form a healthy, loving, and long-lasting relationship. It's easy to get caught up in the emotions, but it's important to note that you won't always feel those butterflies that you do in the beginning. According to E.C. Williams' 2009 thesis, they state that the intensity of romantic love experienced before and during the early part of marriage is not the type of love that sustains a successful relationship for years to come. To foster and grow a romantic bond with your partner, it takes really listening to one another and having those deep conversations to understand the need and desires that the other one needs in order for the relationship to be successful. This can be scary, but the important thing to remember is that talking about these things is going to lead you to being able to formulate a healthy, loving bond with your significant other. Well, there you go. Now let's dive in and get started. What is a topic that all couples should be required to discuss before marriage? To start out, it's important that we emphasize the importance of having in-depth conversations prior to tying the knot. According to a 2021 article, E. Hagen states that before romantic love became the basis for marriage, a game changer that historian Stephanie Kuhn states to the 1700s, marriage was based on talk because it was a contractual binding of individuals, property, and families. This is monumental. Even back in the 1700s, it's evident that vulnerability and being able to communicate with your partner in these deep moments is instrumental in forming the foundation that prepares you for the commitment of marriage. It is important to note that with having deep conversations, it is inevitable that some conflict will occur. A 2021 article by A. Pulaski reinforces this notion by stating, "But every single couple, no matter how healthy, happy, and into each other they are going to experience conflict at one point or another." No relationship is perfect, and it shouldn't be the goal to create one. It is crucial that we are able to break down these walls and really connect with our partners on a deeper level that allows us to establish a stronger emotional and relational understanding of one another. If this is going to be the person you spend the rest of your life with, I think it's pretty important that you know exactly who you're marrying. To dive even deeper, Kate and I decide to explore the specific topics you and your partner should discuss when having these deep conversations. For example, in a 2014 news article by Brittany Wong, she states that asking the hard questions about children is really important. Not just how many, but questions about education and religion and basic child-rearing philosophies. It's not just about the amount of children you want, but all of the decisions and responsibilities that come along with raising another human is definitely something you and your partner should be on the same page about. Dee Slagle continues to hone in on this need by stating in a 2021 article that couples should also discuss other details such as birth control, the time frame, and they would like to have children and discuss whether or not one parent will stay home with the new baby. At the end of the day, when it comes to your family and how you envision it, it's important to discuss and make those monumental decisions before tying the knot to ensure that all parties are in understanding and agree on the future you want to build together. Another extremely important factor is discussing your finances and how you and your partner spend your money. In a 2012 Northwestern Mutual survey, it indicates that before saying "I do," 78% of couples say they discuss personal finances before marriage, according to a Northwestern Mutual poll. Half, or 53% of American couples, say they talked about their personal financial situations prior to getting engaged. and 25% had a conversation after their engagement, but before the wedding. Money can be a touchy subject, but it is crucial to understand each other's spending habits to best ensure a happy and successful marriage with one another. Even sensitive subjects such as debt should be addressed prior to the big day. A 2013 My Dollar Plan article indicates that if you both have not disclosed your debt loads, if any, to each other yet, now is the time to do so. How will you handle these debts together? How much are the monthly payments? And what is your plan for paying off your debt? We now know that conflict is unavoidable, and for every couple, disagreements are just a part of the journey that will require careful and thoughtful action to navigate each situation. Therapy and counseling is an amazing tool that can give couples the resources they need in order to discuss these hard topics in a healthy and productive way. In a 2018 Hillary Clanson article, it states that according to Psychology Today, studies suggest that couples who choose to receive counseling have lower divorce rates than those who do not. As we can see, attending premarital counseling only has benefits and provides couples with the opportunity to talk with a professional that can give them advice and help them navigate the path leading up to marriage. Since we know every couple facing some type of a conflict eventually in their relationship, it's crucial to understand that going to therapy shouldn't be anything to be ashamed about. In a 2020 article by Andrea Bonnier, she states that there are nearly universal areas of strain within married life, and it's important to know how you'll weather them. But refusing to communicate about the realities of those differences is where things go wrong. By going to counseling, they will be able to give you the tools necessary for navigating these areas of your relationship. According to a Psychology, Public Policy, and Law academic journal written in 2020, a significant body of research suggests that premarital interventions can help couples strengthen communication skills, increase marital satisfaction, and reduce the early risk of divorce. I think it's clear that attending premarital counseling before going ahead and tying the knot is a key piece of advice in creating and maintaining a successful marriage. Now, let's discuss our takeaways and hear from our experts on any advice that they would like to give to you on all of these approaching topics. Love can be a complicated thing, but it can also be a beautiful thing, and it should be cared for with the intention of having a loving relationship that is healthy and long-lasting. No matter what conflicts you and your partner may face, it's important to discuss topics such as implementing a budget, attending premarital counseling, discussing children, and most importantly, being able to have those deep, intimate conversations with one another and practice effective communication. We learned that it's important to hold on to your values, but also go into each conversation with the intention of listening to your partner and not trying to change your mind. Love. It's something that most people spend their whole life looking for. We see it everywhere, in movies, books, in the environments around us. Kate and I hope that our research and careful observation of the question, what topics should all couples be required to discuss prior to marriage, will help you to navigate your own relationships and give you some resources that can help lead you to a happy and successful romantic relationship, and maybe just might get you closer to tying the knot. To wrap up, we'll finally hear from our experts on their personal experiences and advice they gave on what topics all couples should discuss before getting married. Our experts include Pastor Jeanne Harper, who serves as the discipleship pastor for Divine Unity Community Church here in Harrisonburg, Virginia. She has taught singles classes and has preached multiple times on topics of relationships and love. Our next expert is Pastor Nathaniel Parrott, who serves as the creative arts pastor at Divine Unity as well and helps to lead the worship team during services. He is married to his lovely wife Tabitha, and together they share 4 children. Wrapping up with our final experts are Amy and Steve Good, a local couple who have been married for 26 years and fell in love while attending college in the Berg. Kate and I hope that you've enjoyed all that we have shown you, and we're so excited for you to hear from our experts on their real-life experiences on navigating topics to discuss prior to saying I do.
Okay, I'm Amy Good.
And I'm Steve Good.
And we've been married for 26 years on December 9th.
Prior to getting married.
Finances.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we are really blessed. We did not talk about that much, but we both handle finances the same way. We're both pretty frugal.
Did anyone ever give you any advice specifically around like how to prepare or what to discuss before you
We went to
got married?
pre-marriage counseling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would you recommend people do that?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, I thought it was great.
My name is Jeanne Harper, and I'm the discipleship pastor at Divine Unity Community Church. I am single. I think children, not just how many kids, but how we raise kids, what's important to us, what kind of traditions are important to us in raising children. Do we want to do public school, private school? I mean, that's pretty specific, but even then, you know, there are some people who are very much, it's the quality of the education, and for others, it's the quality of the kids that they produce, it's the quality of their character. And then I think also, extended family. So how important is extended family to this relationship and to each individual in the relationship? How much say does your parents have in our marriage? How much say, like, do we spend holidays with each other? Do we always have to navigate spending holidays at with one person's family or the other? If a family member is in need, do we immediately help them? What kind of conversation do we have? Do we give money to extended family members? Like, those are things that I think, even if you have a conversation, it's good to just know, it's not necessarily that we're making a contract, but it's good to know where someone's values lie, so that when a situation arises, you shouldn't be shocked.
My name is Nathaniel Parrott Sr. I am the Worship and Creative Arts Pastor here at Divine Unity Community Church, and I have been married to my beautiful bride Tabitha for 9 years. So, one topic that couples should discuss would be vision. Purpose behind them getting married. What is the vision for life, both separately, but also what it would look like for them to be together. So the advice I would give was to be vulnerable, stay open-minded, and to love one another.